Hey everyone, it's Trevor with etrailer. Today we're going to do an overview and an installation of the Titan cable chains on our 2024 Toyota RAV4. Now the RAV4 is a pretty capable vehicle when it comes to some of the more harsher climates, but in some states we do understand that there are legal requirements for some kind of traction device such as your tire chains. Now the cable chains really shine in the small, lighter spots of snow and ice here and there. It's not too great once you get into the heavier stuff, but for your low stuff and to get through the law, it's a great option. Now it also comes right out of the box with your rubber tensioners and a bag to put them in, so you don't have to worry about picking those up extra. It's just a complete kit ready to go right out of the box. These cable chains will come with these small little wound up low carbon steel rollers, and over seasons these will start to break down, so just something to keep in mind whenever you're looking at getting a pair of tire chains. Now another nice thing is it has a zigzag pattern, so that it bites into the snow a little bit easier, plus you'll also feel it a lot less, and it'll give you that traction as you're turning compared to the traditional ladder style, which you kind of just feel as you bump over, and it's more of sections across the tire instead of back and forth. Now, like I mentioned, this does come with a bag for you to put your tire chains in after you're done using them. One thing that we've kind of noticed around the shop is that over time these zippers will eventually bust on you, so it's not a bad idea to pick up a plastic tote to keep them in case this bag does break on you. Another nice thing about it is it has these little grommets on the bottom for the water to drain out, so after you're done using them you can toss them back here, store them in your garage, and you should be good to go. And another thing, like I mentioned, was these come in a set of 2 for the tire chain, so 1 for each side of your vehicle, same with the rubber adjusters. And you will want to refer to your owner's manual to make sure either the tire chains go on the front or the rear axle. But once you've got that decided, you can go ahead, get them on, and I'll show you how to do that. These chains aren't going to be something you're going to use for several seasons. You might pick them up, get 1 or 2 good seasons out of them, but after that you're probably going to have to go ahead and replace them. But a good small step up from that would be some diamond pattern square link chains with an assisted tensioning device. They're a lot easier to install, and then you never have to worry about losing this rubber tensioner. It's always on the chains. You just hook it up, pull it tight, lock it in place, and go. There are some other options you can get that are a little bit more premium, where you don't even have to worry about making connections around the tire. You just slide over the top, press down a button, and it locks it in place for you. So if that sounds like an option, you could take a look at those as well. We have a bunch of different options between Titan, P-WAG, and Code here at etrailer. To begin your installation, you're going to want to lay out the chains flat and make sure that these hooks here are facing away from the tire, so that we only have the flat side against the sidewall, so we don't have to worry about that marring up our sidewall. But once you've gotten these laid out flat and make sure everything looks good, nothing's kinked up, we can go ahead and take them and slide them around the back of the tire. Now that we have those slid around the front side of the vehicle, we can go ahead, take this, put it through the hole in the center, and pull that tight to make our first connection. Then we'll grab the back side and feed that over the top here, and we'll hold that in place and grab the front side. And since we have that fed through, we're just going to take this little clip here and put that around the hook. But once you have that in, the front connection should be a little bit easier to do. All you have to do is slide that in, and then once it's in place like that, all we have to do from there is grab our rubber tensioners, throw that on there to tighten up this fit a little bit. Now we're going to take our rubber tensioner, and once again, flat side facing the tire, and we'll just go around in a star pattern like you'd be tightening your lug nuts. Go ahead and repeat that on the other side. And one thing about the tire chains is you will want to roll forward a couple times and just get out and make sure that it's still nice and tight on that wheel. And as long as it's nice and tight, you're good to hit the road. But that was just a look at the Titan cable roller snow tire chains, our 2024 Toyota RAV4.